She
It's
would,
not
if you
me.
call her
Why?
Beth, she will probably kill you.
She might.
Really?
Right. She really
Probably.
might. The drama is important.
If I called her Betty, would she actually murder me?
She might.
I have to
Hardest
say,
for
like,
fucking
oh,
killing.
Betty. Like, if you add the drama, she might not.
Nah. That's not drama. That's hands.
It's a hand.
Actually, it's most likely daggers.
It's a challenge.
She wouldn't punch you. She would stab you, though. She's pretty good at that. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead, Josh. Continue.
Yeah, she stepped in and was like, "Don't kill Andre. Think about who you are. Think about what kind of person or ruler you want to be." And she was like, "Okay, then I won't kill her." So then Queen Eva stormed off, being like, "We have a war to prepare for," something odd like that.
Big cookie.
That Bethrina left. I imagine. I assume. At some point, Mavis and Rayla came to, and they started discussing things that happened to them. Their outfits were different as well, so that's kind of odd. And then Mavis was like, "Yeah, I saw like a younger version of me in there, so that was weird." And then Rayla was like, "I don't know. I don't think Rayla said anything. What we did see was that her sister is like corporeal now, so she walked around." At some point, Andre came to, but now he has like cool tattoos on him.
Thank you. I thought they were cool too.
That he has cool tattoos of like cool shapes. They cut open the carcass of the chimera. They pull out an orb, and then they go to Andre's house, I guess.
Do you remember anything about the way in between?
Everyone wanted to cut us, but they didn't.
That's a good detail to keep in mind.
Yeah, everyone hates Andre. We all know that.
Well, they're afraid of us now, too, because they're walking with him.
That's fair.
So, association.
Yeah, association. We go to Andre's house. Andre reveals that his family invented the printing press. Okay, that was crazy.
Wasn't that crazy?
No, that's insane. I feel like you don't understand how crazy. Okay, whatever. They're like, "We'll talk in the morning," because everyone was super tired. So then Mavis goes to sleep. Andre goes to sleep. Rayla cleans the house. And then in the morning, they all kind of go over their own, like, whatever they did while they're unconscious. So Mavis talked about her, I guess, like, vision where she was talking to the younger version of herself that was, like, in the carcass of the chimera. And other things that happened during that, I don't really remember.
You were pretty sick.
Yeah, oh yeah, I was so loopy during that.
Are you there? That does remind me. Daria, how's your condition going? Is it healed?
Yeah, we're good.
Good job, Daria. I'm proud of you. Sorry, go ahead, Yash.
And then Andre was talking about, well, he made a pact with the Shard guy, being like, give me the powers and I'll help put you back together. So he did that, and that's why he has cool tattoos now. We got some other information from that as well that I can't particularly remember right now. And that's all I remember.
Alright, that's a pretty good summary. Good work, Yash. You get your inspiration.
Was it worth it?
It wasn't worth it?
I don't know. Let's see.
No, it wasn't? Okay. Well, I thought you did a good job, but I guess reasonable people can differ in opinions.
Now we
Anyhow.
just need Rayla to spill her stuff.
Yeah.
And we will start where we last left off. It's a peaceful day out. The sun has begun to rise. Well, actually, it's kind of finished to rise. Now it's almost 10 a.m. Slept in a little bit late. And you've all been talking for a few moments. The last thing anyone among you mentioned was Andre. You were talking about your meeting with someone past the White Gate. Something he'd said about the Forge of Days and the Elegiast.
Yeah, and how the Forge of Days wants to kill him if they find out that he exists. That was a thing.
If Andre exists, is that what you said?
Yeah, if
Well,
they
they
find
wanna
out that
kill
he
Mavis.
exists.
They will kill Mavis if they realize she exists.
They don't know if she exists?
She's not important enough yet.
Okay.
I think Andre had said everything he was told at this point, if I remember right. I don't think there was... Yeah, I don't think there was anything else.
So, does anyone say or do anything?
I think Andre will just look expectantly at Rayla because it's her turn.
Is it? Oh, it's my turn? Okay. I guess I'll just like speak through what happened because I can't really summarize it because I don't really know, but I'll just tell you what happened. So whenever I have one of these visions, I always wake up in the same place. It's like, it's not really a room, but it's this place with a heart in the middle and a bunch of circles surrounding it. Usually there's a lot of people dancing in those circles, but this time there wasn't really many people left there. It was just a bunch of blazes, I guess. And usually I don't do too much in there, but this time I heard a voice coming from the center of the heart. It said something pretty spooky, like, "I am what is beyond." And I was like, okay, yeah, where are you? What's that about? And I was like, where are you? And then they were like, this is where the others go to end their dance. So I didn't really know what that meant. But I asked if I could go to where it was, and I ended up doing that. So I went through the heart. And I don't really know where I was. It was like this pyramid, and I was surrounded by a bunch of water. And like there was waves crashing against it, and I feel like the walls might have been made of amber, but I don't know if I just made that up. But when I was talking to the thing, it said that, well, it said that I had come there before, that I had been there, and I have no conscious memory of that. I don't think I've done that before. So I was like, no, I haven't. So you see Rayla kind of take a pause, and she like looks at both of you. I'm gonna say something in the next couple of sentences, and I need you guys to promise me something.
Okay.
What are we promising?
Okay. No matter what happens, no matter what I say next after this, you can't get mad at Mira. You can't be mean. I know you guys don't trust her.
I won't be rude about it.
Andre.
What, you telling me not just to be okay with it?
Okay, just be nice about it.
Okay.
Okay. Well, it said that I was there, but I don't think it was me. I think it was one version or another version of my sister. And then the voice was like, okay, then Mira is you, and and then I will become her, or she'll become me. And the more that we dance and the more that we mess around with the stuff, the more that we become one. You guys are perfectly okay with that? Oh wow, that's a more positive response than I expected.
I mean,
How
ultimately, it's
are
your
Andre and
decision.
Mavis looking?
Andre just has a straight face. Probably almost like, oh, that's it.
Okay. And then afterwards, the voice was like, "Oh, we are guardians," and something like that. And then it said that it is the name Melody. It said it in that weird way. I don't really know what that means. It explained a little bit more that when my sister was there, she was trying to do something. I don't really know what. She said it seemed like she wanted something to stop. And that she went beyond whatever that may be. And then, afterwards, it's really kind of a blur. I ended up seeing this, like, vision of a coast where my sister was with a bunch of other people. And then afterwards, I got sent to this place. I was in this place underground. And it was kind of like I was trapped there for some time, but that that's kind of just where it ended. Nothing else really happened after that.
Well then.
Oh, and now Mira can do this.
What does Mira do as you say that?
Mira's just gonna like pop out with like her full body and do just like jazz hands.
Ta-da!
Okay. You know, I had a feeling it wasn't going to be as simple as just linking one part to another. But if you want to effectively overwrite yourself, I don't really... It's your decision. I may not like it, but it's up to you.
That's not really what I want to do. I want to get through this with myself and with her.
Either way, that's not going to happen, Andre. Even if the other me is doing whatever she's doing, I won't let Rayla kill herself for me.
Andre just yawns. Okay. I'll take your word for it. Listen, I'm just reacting like this because honestly, with how cryptic everything is, I don't know. I'm taking it, this is, what I'm saying is the extreme of it, but for all I know, it could just be something else. You could just share one body for all I know, but I don't know how this works.
I feel like I should be mad. Or like horrified. I don't know enough. I mean, it's concerning that the more you dance? Was that the condition that causes you guys to like converge?
I guess so.
I mean, so Mira's like more solid now, but is she like a solid of a certain color, or does she look like a normal person?
She is humanoid.
Okay.
You can see legs, arms, all that stuff. If you look closely enough, you seem to be able to make out the vague outlines of an outfit. But the outfit itself is clearly not as material as she is. herself as where she's standing on the ground. You can kind of see through her, and you can see that the floor actually changes a little bit where she is, just like moving the dust and all that.
Mm.
Although there is precious little dust now with Rayla's incredible cleaning job.
Mm. I was like, does she like? Is she like? Look like how I imagined like a colored like a red ghost or something.
A little bit more,
Okay.
more of a coral pink than
Got it.
red, but
Sorry, yeah. That's what I meant. Is she like normal human colors, or is she like all hued?
she's not a. It's not like her skin is colored. It's like her entire being is colored.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Her entire being. Okay.
A little bit like your bodies of light when you yourself
Mm.
advances.
So one becomes the other, vice versa, or they just kind of stay the same but in the same body or something, or neither and they become something completely different via the mix of whatever that process does. Or it could be none of those. I don't know.
Lots of possibilities.
Too many.
All I'm saying is that you didn't. He's gonna point at Mira. You didn't say you weren't gonna let the alternative happen. But I think that's a conversation you need to have with Rayla, because that's not any of my business.
She kind of smiles at you. It's a smile that looks gentle. You don't quite know her enough to see what is behind that smile.
If we're gonna play like that, I'm gonna make an insight check. No. I'm gonna start doing that as a threat, not to try to see what they're doing, but because there's a good chance I will attack the person I'm doing it on.
She's a ghost.
Yeah, and I have weird yellow eye things.
Yeah.
You know what? Throw hands with her. I would love to see what happens. Oh, sorry, Dario. What were you saying?
I don't remember. Oh, I just blanked out. So I feel like the reason you're being so calm is so we don't also get mad at you, and she's talking to Andre here.
Why would I do that? Do you still think that little of me?
It's not
You
a
don't think-
thing of me thinking little of you, it's just not wanting to be yelled at.
That doesn't change whatever.
Is it? I mean, I don't think less of you for it. I don't think you're being sneaky. I just think it's a
Yeah.
not
I
wanting
also
to
I
be
promised,
hypocritical.
unlike you.
Not get mad. Yeah, I didn't promise, but
Oh yeah, you did it.
it's concerning. I have my own opinions.
Yeah, like of course I can sympathize with having to some weird thing that's kind of attached to your soul in a weird way that doesn't hate you.
I'm sorry that the thing attached to my soul seems to hate me.
Yeah.
There's not much I can do about it.
I'm just saying that's probably where I'm coming from. I'm not blaming you for whatever that happened.
There's a lot of different factors and things that are changing. And it seems like there's nothing we can do about it.
Well, we don't know enough about anything to do something about it.
And all the people we can ask are psychopaths. Or probably
But I'm
want
also
something.
worried about leaving any of this alone. But what else can we do?
We can only do what is immediately in front of us.
What's immediately in front of Andre right now?
I don't think he can run. No. He's
I
probably...
mean, you don't have any exhaustion left. You do.
No, I have
one.
one.
Actually.
Yeah, I still have one
Yeah.
level of it.
Okay.
Like, I'm saying more Andre just can't really run from this in terms of, like, he put in so much work to clear his name. If he just booked it, like, I feel like he's gonna do something else here. And also,
Well,
you know, deal with the whole cult thing.
Yeah, we have a cult to take down.
Yeah.
And maybe in that process we'll find some answers.
God, I really just hope they're not making like clones of me. That sounds awful.
It does.
You have to agree. I guess we're just staying on task then?
Do you?
And-
And then, yeah, I guess so. We could try to contact Lynn or go back to the castle at some point.
We weren't really given instructions. It was more of a we were told this is the area we have to go.
I thought we were working with.
We're helping each other by acting on this. I don't know if it ended with we would go to this together.
Maybe we should check
Right,
in.
we didn't, yeah.
Yeah, before we leave, I'd like to go back to the... What is the place called? I forgot the name. The space that we got access to.
The space.
What?
You know, with all the Ordo Limier people. What is that place called? What did it have a name? The headquarters.
You mean the House of Lethe?
That.
Whoa, it has a name.
Yeah, bro.
I think someone said it once and I just forgot. Because I'm terrible with names.
Alright, terrible.
You actually want to go back there? Let's go, yeah.
Well, I'd like a bit more time to recover so I can try to barter better, but yeah. I'm not really fully back up into shape, but I made a bet and I plan to win.
Made a bet?
Yeah.
What?
With who?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I just kind of assumed it was when I was in prison. You know how Kana lost her ability to cast magic and everything.
Yeah.
I made a bet that I could find something to heal her first. Well, no, she made the bet first, actually. So now I plan to win.
Oh. Okay.
That's cool.
But I'd like to be fully back to what I was because I don't want to get monkey's pawed. I'm not sure if I even have enough, and he kind of reaches in and pulls out the bronze. I'll figure it out. I mean, there's that hammer back at the cave.
Ugh, I don't want to go back there.
I think we have access to it, if I remember right.
We do have the password.
What was the password?
It's in my notes.
I forgot there was a password.
There's a
Oh wait,
password?
is that for the key? Like to use the portal, I thought it was like gibberish.
Yeah, it was gibberish, but
Okay.
I thought there was a key, like a password for the cave.
I don't
Oh, I just opened the door.
I
and
don't
they,
think
like,
so,
let
but
us in.
I think we are recognized as its owners now.
Okay.
I think that's what we did. So, hey Rama,
Mm-hmm.
is it tea time?
It's not 5 o'clock yet. No.
Okay. Because Gunner's kind of dreading that to a small extent.
You don't want to go see.
He's just, it would be so embarrassing. But he can't not go because it'd be rude.
Why does she have to go?
You would have some fucking audacity not to show
Yeah,
up.
like to not go after someone told him like he can't. Like he has to.
Of course you have to.
You might as well be just slapping her across the face at that point.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to get punched again.
Didn't you like kick him when he was down?
I mean, a little cake, just like
Mm.
to show that he was the one she was talking about.
Mm. Just like a nudge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I thought she fully kind of kicked him, like as a, I am do this, and then walked away.
That would be funny.
But that's why I was like, oh my god.
So I have
Well,
until the evening.
there's. Right? We didn't have to talk to anyone, right?
No, can we get my cauldron?
We
Yeah, maybe we should just go pick up your call.
should we
Ooh.
do that?
I don't know if you should. Maybe.
Oh, I just heard.
Yeah, I heard that.
I heard the start to a choir.
Don't worry about that. I'm just preparing something. Mine.
I mean, I don't know if all of us should go. Who's the best at not offending people? And they should go.
That is not a skill set that is very much developed among you people.
I kind of am disqualified by default.
You know, you're not leaving unless
Oh,
you
no.
Okay,
that's
this
a bad
is
idea.
still my. Okay, it's not my house, but whatever.
I meant more of a, they really looked like they wanted to shank you. And I don't know how much that extends to us.
He shrugs.
I mean, I guess, like, I had a good rapport with the woman, but that was,
Yeah, she
maybe-
liked me.
yeah. Is this something I should go alone and you two stay here, or?
I can go with you if you want.
Is it a good idea to leave him alone right now?
Oh, I don't know about that, yeah.
I'm right here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is it a good idea to leave you alone right now? I don't think it is.
Why?
Because the whole country hates you?
I mean, yeah, but I can run. I don't plan on picking
Can
a
you?
fight. Yes, well, not
Okay.
not as good as I used to be, but I can avoid.
You look pretty tired.
Yes, but
So maybe it's a good idea Rayla stays with you,
think-
potentially.
I don't think there's gonna be a mob outside.
I'll be your bodyguard. It's okay. I'm like your knight. I'll protect you.
Ugh,
Yeah, let me be paranoid, alright? Let's...
yeah, he's gonna walk off in his house somewhere.
Does he
Will
look
is following
through a
you.
window?
Hmm?
Does he look through a window?
Not like directly.
Okay.
Rayla, like, follows you, but she keeps, like, a little bit of distance.
Ugh. He's just going to grab a dusty book that seemed to have been laid somewhere and just sit down and just start looking through it.
Alright, and I'm gonna head out to collect Rayla's cauldron back from the inn.
Alright.
Tavern? I don't know.
You exit the Timur property. And you find the ambiance of the city to be very different from what it was when you last left it. Before, it was almost buoyant with anticipation. People were excited, active, lively. Now, although the sky is as beautiful as one could ever ask for it to be, there is gloom on the city. You hear the clanking of metals, woods. You hear the sounds of people almost shouting at one another. Nervousness everywhere. The guards look around, even before they spot you. When they do, you're rarely away from their attention very long.
Is it just me, or is it anyone that's walking by?
It's not just to you. The
Yeah.
people walking by are also nervous. You can see that there's a lot of carts carrying weapons and armors and barrels going up and down from the castle. A lot of people are working on their homes. You can see them installing or enhancing fences, dirtying their doors, boarding up windows.
Learned that one back in school.
You see in
That's not a joke.
You see a lack of people in the yards. Besides those that are strengthening their homes, you don't see any of the families sparring for their children anymore. You have to go through a great part of the city to get to your inn. Going through the merchants district. People are buying. Activity is just the same as it was before. Only what people buy is very much different. Instead of buying appliances, bookshelves, and the like, people are selling them, giving them away. To others that take them, surely never to be seen again. You do see a few familiar faces. The oil merchants. They seem to be having a bit of a profitable day. With cards that are already emptied, save for boxes filled to the brim with gold. You make your way through the merchants' corners. Do you do anything? Try and speak with someone? Buy something?
Is there any newspapers?
Yes, there are. You find a newspaper stand. You remember it well with your excellent memories. This is the same one you got the paper about the recent change of power in the Grand Duchy. As you approach the stand, a short, scrawny man looks up at you and begins to speak. Oh, hello, do you... A moment passes and his eyebrows tighten. We're closed. He puts away the newspapers he had on display.
Ah. I was about to say Rex on it. Mavis will just give a tight smile, because... I'm gonna do a bit of an insight check on him, if I may.
Go ahead. What are you inciting for?
I want to see, is it obvious? Is it me specifically that's making him...
Yeah, that's pretty obvious. It's
Yeah, it's pretty obvious?
he's
Okay.
clearly not closed.
If you don't want my coin, then sure.
He spits on the ground.
Maybe she'll just give a tight smile and keep walking.
As you move further away, you can
Guards, by the way, are any of the guards, like, specifically keeping an eye on me?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of guards in this place of the city, and there's a good few that are keeping an eye on you. Clearly, they're not even trying to be discreet about it.
Are any of them, like, have their hands on their weapons?
A lot of them. It's
Oh,
actually
okay.
something you see from most of the guards. They seem to be on edge for some reason. Wonder why.
Okay, maybe this is gonna hustle a little bit.
Mm. You hustle, passing by.
Like,
Alright.
cloak up a little, like, cloak kind of closed in around her, kind of gonna hustle through.
Mm-hmm. As you put up your cloak, trying to blend in a bit more with the crowd, you make your way to the inn. You pass by many carts filled, foods, grains. There's a few items that seem odd to you. There's odd balloons. They smell horrendous. They're all jammed together in a cart held, well, to the cart only by a wooden pierced ceiling. That seems odd.
Can I
The
try
driver
and...
for that particular cart is a full-on knight dressed in full plate armor.
Would the smell give me any hint as to what it is?
Perception.
God, never mind.
It's a 15.
15 is good enough.
Okay.
You recognize the smell. It's a variety of healing potion. That particular blend doesn't go bad. It doesn't expire. But it smells pretty bad. And tastes as well pretty bad. Though you wouldn't be in the habit of drinking those. Each of the balloons must be filled with them. Certainly not something you've seen many times before.
I'm curious myself of how it would have spread so quickly who he's traveling with, unless that's not the issue. There's only one reason why I could think why they would be notified of what Mavis and Rayla look like as well.
It's not like they're aiding a dangerous terrorist or anything.
Well, here's the thing. None of them would have really realized they're traveling with him unless the royals themselves said something about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because the only actions we had were, we were at the box, but unless there was some kind of announcement made why we were at the box, I wouldn't know why. And we had fought the terrorist attack.
There's all those guards that swarmed us when we had infiltrated the castle. I think that's when they were reported, basically.
But why would the public know that?
Because
The guards, I understand. Why would the public as a whole know about that?
well, I mean, that's like a week of time for word to spread.
But to the extent where they know what we look like without that kind of getting meshed around?
You are
Only
pretty
you want-
recognizable.
Am I?
You have
If only
white
you'd
hair.
walk
Like,
past
actually, it is.
that.
I
dyed.
don't.
If only you'd walk past, like, crowds of people that had been ushered away from the stage with Andre Timmons.
That was the only thing I would have said, but really in a day? Not even?
Yeah, it's not a big event, you're right. People
No,
are
it's
more
not even
into-
that's a big event. It's that the fact that it would have spread that quickly to a city of this size.
There's not a lot of people that seek information more than merchants.
We are also still in like the inner city.
Still, I don't. Whatever. Oh, she's gonna keep going.
You keep going, and you arrive at the inn. You see it the same as before. You don't hear the playing from inside.
Yeah.
The band must be home. You don't hear anyone singing or anyone playing. The drinkers must be home.
Actually, Daria, I think there might have been a sketch of you guys on that newspaper that guy didn't sell it to you.
No, that's what I'm thinking. But again, they're only really
Because
I can only think of some major reason why that would have happened, and that's why I'm like, are the guards like? Is it more of they're watching out for me, or is it more of a am I about to be ambushed? That's like the kind of the
okay.
that's Mavis's thought process right now.
I see.
So yeah, she's gonna approach the door of the inn and gonna like kind of pause before going in.
You
Closes-
pause, looking at the sign held aloft. A roasted goblin.
She's gonna kind of brace herself and open the door.
You brace yourself. As you enter, you see that the place is empty. There's 3 people. None of them seem to be customers. The first one, you recognize the owner, the one you had a good rapport with. The other 2, you don't recognize. They're big, a man and a woman. Neither of them under 7 feet tall, and both of them easily over 200 pounds of sheer muscle. Both of them are moving tables. They're large, each of them carrying one of their own, and moving them away. As you enter, there's a little jingle of the bell. And the attention turns to you. Do you say or do anything?
Apologies, I won't be here long. I just left something here.
Mavis looks very resigned, by the way.
As you enter, 3 sets of heavy eyes fall on you.
She'll even like raise her hands up to like show like no threat.
The owner, Cornelia, looks at you. Go ahead. Sugar pie. Make it quick.
Mavis will just nod and hurry back to where the room was to get the cauldron.
You get the cauldron. You find a room disturbed. People went rummaging through it.
Yep.
Clearly. None of your stuff seems to be missing, though. Everything is still there.
Yep. Ramat, can we say I can pick it up and drag it back?
Yeah.
Thank you.
The cauldron's not that heavy. It's big, but it's magic.
And I'm gonna just pick it up and head out.
I assume you give back the key as well.
Yeah.
You head out. You give the key, and there's no word from Cornelia. She stares at you. And you know that it's not the arms she was lacking. You hurry on out. And you're back on the street.
Yeah.
From where you are now, you can hear a sound repeated dozens of times. The sound of wood clanging on more wood. And it's coming from a little bit further into the residential district.
All of these have verbal components. Fuck. Okay.
While we were traveling, was there like a less populated route we went?
You mean into the city?
when we were like just traveling throughout the city, was there like a less populated area we had gone through?
Not really. The place that would have the least population would have been in the Nobles district. Pretty much everywhere else was fairly packed. A place where you might expect to see fewer people would be maybe in the more creative districts. Surely people have bigger priorities than the arts of drama at this stage.
Okay. Maybe we're just gonna probably try and go through there to get to the noble district if possible.
It's a bit
Just
of
not
a,
through the merchant district, I think.
Mm-hmm. It's a bit of a day tour. It'll take longer, but you can take it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
As you head back on your way, we'll change back to Andre and Rayla. What are you two doing? It's been a solid hour and a half since Mavis left. You haven't heard so much as a knock at the door. It's eerily quiet. The only noise that pierces through is the happy, cheerful chirping of the birds.
Andre's just reading his book with written records, with written proof about how his dad had no game at all. He's reading the kind of finished product book, and then at some point he kind of like stops, sets it down, and then just pulls out a kind of like a small, like not too super small, but for like what a portrait would be, it's pretty small. Just it's like a portrait of himself with a bunch of writing on the back that he just kind of like skims through, just lost in thought.
Let's see. Does he try to be like discreet about that, or is he just kind of doing it?
No, he just doesn't.
Alright. So, Rayla, what are you doing? Andre's been reading, and now he's just recently pulled out the portrait. He seems to be deep in thought regarding it.
Rayla would probably just she'll probably just kind of like be laying down. She's kind of chilling, but every once in a while she'll like get up and take a little walk around like the first floor.
Alright. You can take a few walks around, and that's it. You don't find anyone, anything. The house is as empty as it was before.
Yeah, after that she'd probably just go back to like chilling next to Andre. She wouldn't say anything.
Alright. Andre, as you examine the portrait again, I'd like to make sure that we're talking about the portrait and not the locket.
It's the portrait.
You see familiar faces. Faces that you yourself spent a lot of time with. Smiling. Her own smile, it was very bright. And you can see the inscriptions upon it. Words you recognize, and some you don't. They're written that same crawl that created the one that you did analyze. But there is a bit of it, just a little bit about half of it, that you can read. It reads the same as it did before. The swing of word and the hiss of steel. Those are words the betrayed shall utter, and the betrayer fear. They seem more relevant now. Their meaning changed by what you've done, what you've become. And unless you do something, we'll switch back to Mavis's point of view.
He would like to, but he doesn't want to induce another vision right now, so he will not.
You think wisely. And we'll go back to Mavis. Mavis, you yourself took a detour, and you're now walking through the arts district. The houses here are all colorful. Their construction original. There's spires. There's protruding round bits. On many of the walls, there's frescoes, comics, jokes. And yet, there's no one about. Absolutely no one. You can see, far into it, someone appears to be setting up something. It looks like a piano? Do you do anything, or you just walk through?
Do I still hear the, like, wood on wood that I heard earlier?
No, that's mostly faded away now. If
Wait.
you listen very closely, maybe you could, but just casually, no.
Nah, Mavis is kind of concerned of getting rioted or something, so she's gonna just keep going. I don't want to know what it's like to be burnt at the stake or trampled to death, so...
You keep going. As you do, you start to see more people in the district. Many of them are carrying things away. Odd installations, metallic. There's many of them that you recognize images as they pass through. An owl, a smile, a tree. They're all recognizable only through the adjustments of metallic plates. They're not actually formed together. If you looked at it from another angle, surely you would see something different. An interesting thing. Surely about to get melted. The people carrying them are seemingly as much in a hurry as you are. Their faces are grim. And you feel from them, more than you did from others, fear. And you yourself know that fear is the prelude. You make your way back to the Nobles District. You're not interrupted by anyone. You do see a few children eyeing you as you pass by a dark alley. Each of them throwing little rocks and catching them, and they fall back down. Back in the Nobles District, it's much more lively now. A lot of people coming in and out of every houses, bringing out items. There's one of them in particular, a great giant house with solid columns of steel on each of the ends of them. There's carefully wrapped packages coming out of them. You can sense potent magic in them. And the escorts for the carriages carrying these things are no laughing matter. Each of them have 4 well-armed and clearly well-equipped knights. They head towards the residential district, it seems. You make your way back to the Timur residence as a light drizzle begins to fall. It's not cloudy though. I assume you enter?
Wait, do you mean that's like a sun shower or?
A little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it's me and kind of walk in.
You're walking in there.
Yeah.
You heard her. He's walking there. What do y'all two do?
Rayla will get up and take the cauldron off of Mavis's hands.
So, I propose we leave after Andre sees whoever that woman was.
Is it
Why?
so bad out there?
Well, they're preparing for war, and they're not too happy with us. So I don't want to get blamed for something we didn't do, because everyone's afraid and paranoid.
We aren't gonna get blamed for anything. But, like, listen, if
I'm
they
not saying
wanted
there has to
we
be
would have.
logic behind it. I'm saying they want you gone, and they're gonna try and put anything on you they can to get you to leave.
Yes, they will try.
And they don't care about justice, apparently, because they don't care how that whole event went.
If they didn't, I'd be dead.
I'm saying right now, we need one incident.
Alright, then
And
let's not do that.
Whatever stalemate we have right now, I'm saying we don't even have to be involved.
Oh, okay.
It's not safe for any of us right now.
We still need to work to deal with this cult.
Yeah, we can deal with the cult. I don't think we're going to be getting help from royalty.
Wasn't
They
that...
agreed to help us.
That was before.
Well, why don't we just go and talk and see where the standing is?
I don't think that's a good idea.
You don't think, after everything that just happened?
Obviously, we're going to deal with the cult. I don't think the royals can afford to work with us right now.
Not publicly. At least, well, to an extent.
Whatever. I said my piece. But, yeah, no. If we're leaving in disguises.
Sure.
Okay.
Is it tea time?
By now it would be about 1:30,
No.
maybe 2. You'd still have plenty of time to contact someone or go somewhere if you wanted to.
How far can a familiar be from me?
The familiar can be as far as it wants. You just can't mentally communicate with it if it's more than, I think, is it a mile?
Let me look at the... Because I want information.
Hmm.
And I can't go out myself. So I mean, I could go out myself, but that's a spell slot. or companion spot.
I mean, how many companions are you gonna need today?
I don't know, Rama.
How bad could it possibly be?
You're active. Combat. Within 100 feet of me. Okay. Fuck, I don't wanna.
But the familiar can be anywhere. It isn't restricted to being within 100 feet of you.
And
Which
if
is
it,
fine. Telepathy.
it- yeah, but is that the thing? If I like no longer in summoning it, or if it dies, I see how it happened.
No.
No, that's a Naruto thing, isn't it? Where you see it, the clones died.
Yeah, it is. But also, there's a warlock invocation with that.
Yeah.
While you're not short of warlocks on your particular squad, none of them enjoy familiars.
Yeah.
Hate familiars, actually, but yeah.
Out of curiosity, were there like any stray animals I saw
Yeah,
when walking through? Okay.
yeah, there's plenty of animals. You saw a few rats out and about, some squirrels having a good time. Birds, as always, are delightful. Crows are having a hell of a time right now, fitting
Are
into
they?
the ambiance perfectly.
They are?
Oh yeah, cawing and hawing at everything. Oh yeah.
How
Yes,
fast
certainly.
can I get to populated areas as a crow? How much
Sorry.
time would that take?
Maybe 30 minutes back and forth.
I might do that.
Where are you trying to go?
I'm trying to collect information about what the fuck is happening right now.
There. Okay.
Granted, we could probably get some information from Gloria's mom. Right? That was the
Mhm.
mom?
Or, you know, the
She might
person
be
who
able-
can virtually walk into anywhere undetected.
Or, you know,
Huh?
you could ask the guy, that was like in charge of these things back in the day.
Yeah, but she's worried. Okay. She's worried it's more than one thing right now.
Like there's something we don't know about going on, kind of thing.
Maybe. Dude, yeah, Mavis. Alright. Mavis will go to Andre and explain what she saw.
I'm gonna assume to Andre that seems like a pretty normal thing.
Yeah, it's nothing too rough. You can explain everything pretty simply. The sounds of woods are children being gathered all together to be given specific instructions and lessons. The people caring about wooden and metallic things. Metallic are all going to be melted for armors, arrows, weapons, anything that can be used to kill or protect. And the wooden things mostly are going to be used to reinforce things. You yourself would have been aware of a project back in the day that was actually nearing completion. Some sort of aerial barrier against aerial forces that are somewhat problematic to deal with otherwise.
Would he know at what stage this happens?
It was pretty far along when he was still in the know. So either it's been completely scrapped, or
It's more of a I want to figure out how soon this fighting is gonna happen.
I'll probably speak
Am I-
with the army scouts then.
The fighting most likely won't be here.
So them being all tense in the streets, that's purely because of you.
No, it's more just a preparation.
Do they even know who their enemy is yet?
Well, there's still that conflict overseas that they're dealing with. Right now, if I were to guess, they're probably trying to mobilize some more troops. If there is another threat they're trying to worry about.
Well, everything seemed to be expedited after the attack, which makes sense, but is it possible they know more about the attack's origins?
It could.
And do you really think they'd be able to both help out us and go to war?
Well, first off, I don't think we're going to be taking a platoon with us.
Well, no, they can't. The whole thing is they couldn't be there to help us, really.
Yes, but they certainly have some resource they can give us, or just information. Transportation, something.
You still think they would give that to us?
Yes. Despite how much they hate me, children are still being abducted and experimented on.
So we go to the castle after you have your tea, or sometime tomorrow?
I'd like some time tomorrow. I'm not in a headspace to deal with stubbornness right now.
Okay, then let's do that. We do need a way. You can't just leave randomly. Getting to Reuben takes time.
I just don't want to become stuck here.
We can get out whenever we want. And I don't mean like walk out the city. We can almost instantly reposition ourselves. Granted, we'd be sending back a lot.
What are you referring to?
The key.
Please.
Ah, yeah, okay.
We'll be fine.
As all of you are speaking, a noise disrupts you. A knock at the door. It knocks 3 times. Each time precisely as forceful as the time before.
Oh, Knight, could you get that for me?
You see Rayla like do a little salute, and she'll kind of she'll gesture for both of you to like back up before she opens the door.
Oh, were you speaking in the hallway?
I assumed we were in some kind of sitting room, not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Right. Okay, so I
What
assume then you go downstairs to the front door.
yeah.
Okay.
Andre looks a little upset that that it didn't work. His taunting didn't go as planned.
You go downstairs, Rayla, alone. And as you reach the door, you open it. I mean, do you? That's a good question.
Yeah.
Okay. You open it, and ahead of you lies a person clad in a green cloak, lined and adorned with golden lettering. There stands a woman. You can see her under the hood. She's elven, has tan skin, and you can see orange hair glisten behind her face.
Is it
Her
applicant?
face is soft, motherly, and one that you recognize. She smiles at you. Hello, Rayla. It's been a long time.
You see Rayla like open her mouth to say something, and she's just like, How did you even know? What?
She winks at you. I've always known more than you thought.
Well, yeah, obviously. And then Rayla's gonna like try to go in for a hug.
She opens her arms wide and gives back on the hug. It's a warm embrace. The only person you've hugged in a long while was Mira. It's nice to have the touch of someone else. An
Damn,
actual
okay.
person.
You could say she's touch starved. Sorry, yeah, continue.
Touch starved PM.
Shit, I know the gimmick. Anyway, continue.
Mhm. And after a few moments, the woman kind of lets go. A good 20 seconds. Unless you yourself let go first.
Rayla will not.
Will not or will nod?
Will not. Like, if she, like, she's not gonna. Well, actually, no, she'll let go first.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. You let go first, and she takes a step back. I came here today. I heard about everything that was going on. And I have some things to tell you. You specifically, but also things your companions might want to know.
That is wonderful news. We always need help. Wait, do you want me to go get them?
If you want. We can speak out in the rain if you want. It'll cool our tempers.
Come in.
She smiles at you and enters, putting down her cloak. Well, not her cloak, but her cloak's hood.
Is there like a sitting area in the front?
Oh yeah. There's a lot of nice places to have discussions in this house. The nicer one was probably the one that looked towards the sky, but with a broken table now, it doesn't look as nice. So plenty of nice kitchens and discussion rooms, with large plush sofas and the like.
Okay, then yeah, like Rayla's gonna turn to her. You wait here. I'll go get my friends. I'm so happy you're here.
I'm happy to see you too. We'll catch up. Give
Well,
you a
like-
minute. He goes to sit down.
Rayla's gonna like race upstairs.
You make your way upstairs and to the room where Andre and Mavis are.
Mavis. Oh, and Sir Andre. I have someone I want you to meet.
Don't call me that, please.
Oh, who? What was it?
It's a friend. Well, my friend. I have friends.
How happy and excited does Rayla look?
Rayla's like beaming. She's just super overjoyed.
Oh, so are they here? Like inside?
Oh, I invited them in. Is that okay?
I guess. It's still technically not my house anymore.
Yeah, we are kind of freeloaders here, aren't we? Let's
well,
meet her.
I wouldn't
Shall
say
we?
that.
She says she has stuff to tell all of us somehow.
Great.
Ready.
You can trust her. Come on.
Oh yeah, the person who somehow knew we were here. Andre picks up his bag and starts going down the stairs. Why didn't they come up here anyway? Why are we? Whatever.
Avis is also gonna kind of walk behind. She's like kind of tense looking and has been since she got back. Right now she's really trying hard not to let that show in her face because Rayla's just so excited. Unless Mavis isn't so good at controlling her emotions, so...
Yeah, I guess not.
Her face just kind of looks kind of pinched right now. It's not... it's not a happy face.
So you all go down?
You.
Alright. You follow Rayla downstairs. And Rayla, as you yourself go down, Mira speaks to you in your mind. And you realize, isn't that... It's been a while since we've seen her, isn't it?
It has. She left. Well, she left a little bit after everything happened with you, but she's here now.
Did she tell you what she was going to do? I wouldn't have known.
Not really. Only vaguely.
Well, I guess we have a lot to catch up on then. As you make your way to the sitting room, Andre and Mavis, you see a woman. She's taken off her cloak, and now you can see that she's wearing a very nice outfit. It's... Calling it a robe would be somewhat inaccurate, but it's clearly an outfit used in nobility. It doesn't have the long, puffy sleeves usually associated with them. It's more breathable, more functional. Underneath it, you can see the pairings of actual armor. Seems to be made of leather. Fancy leather, but leather nonetheless. Her face, as described with Rayla before, is soft, motherly. She has small scars and bruises along her face, and bright orange hair, tan skin. She's elven, and she looks about maybe the middle of her 3rd century, which translates to about mid-30s for human standards.
You see, like, Rayla kind of like get in between you guys. Mavis, Andre, this is Celica. Celica, Mavis, Andre.
I'm familiar. What brings someone of such esteem to not really, to this house?
It's been a long time, Andre Timmer. I'm glad to meet you again. And hello. My name is Celica Natris. Me and Rayla have known each other for a long time.
Interesting.
She stands up and gives the both of you a bow. Her right arm crossing over her chest to the left. It's not like a full bow, but, it's polite.
Avis kind of gives a sort of bow in return, I guess.
Andre's gonna do the full, just 1 foot behind the other.
Yeah. Mavis looks more like, yeah, she's kind of nodding her head towards her, in a half.
As you do, the both of you have a weird feeling. Maybe it's an air she gives off. She's smiling and she seems nice enough. But there's something about her eyes, the way she holds herself. She feels a little bit hard to approach. It's not like she's playing with you, but she has that air of knowing something you don't.
Great, just what I want.
Well, I guess thank you for coming yourself, but there's no need to feign too much politeness.
Well, I think these days you might not be receiving that many, so I wouldn't want to deprive you of what you are owed.
I think I'm owed. That's not a debate. Would you rather I... Never mind. Andre's just gonna go and sit down.
I didn't know you two knew each other, but I guess that makes sense.
Vaguely.
Yes, I did speak with Andre many times when I was working with Councilwoman Olari.
It's a very different circumstance. He reaches into his bag and pulls out like the front of his mask that actually looks different now, and he just kind of like holds it up in front of his face. So I'm just gonna actually put it in the reference images because I didn't before.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I believe I was wearing this the entire time.
Yeah, certainly the most memorable jester I've ever met.
Glad I left an impression.
Well, if anything, you don't need to worry about making an impression on most people. Your name goes beyond you.
Yes. Yes, it does.
He gives you an amused smile. But that's not why I'm here today. I understand all of your situation has changed recently. But I actually came here to speak with Rayla. I heard from some subordinates that you had crossed through the Mind's chasms. And she looks at you, Rayla, her expression becoming somewhat more serious. Rayla, I've heard of movements in Reuben. The village is having some issues. It's preparing to. Just like back in the day.
Did you say it's preparing?
Larissa certainly knows. The magics that had been at work there before, they've begun to amass again. They're becoming more active. After what happened, Larissa put in place many charms. I spoke with her. I went back, I understand, a little bit after you yourself left. And they should hold strong. At least for a little while longer. But whatever is trying to get out is getting stronger. Adrela, I think you're the key to solving this problem. I think you have to be the one.
You see Rayla kind of like sigh and like turn her head back a little bit. Okay.
No pressure.
Yeah, it's really nice. I can handle that. Why do you think that?
Do you remember the ceremony, the funeral, after everything was done?
I do. That was something we were actually gonna head over to Reuben soon. It was something I wanted to talk to Larissa about. I do remember.
Well, the right she used, that you used, I think it tied you to the magic at work there.
Yeah, I agree.
She looks at you, her expression a little bit sour. I'm sorry for pulling you into this world. I feel from you that you've gotten stronger. You're, well, you've certainly got more magic about you than before. But it still shouldn't be anything that you have to handle. And I'm sorry for that.
I'm sorry. What did you do?
I went recently to Reuben. With the new person I work with, I have more leeway. The wards are very much needed. I spoke with Larissa just yesterday. Apparently something started to move. The cave is... She considers her words for a moment and turns to you, Andre and Mavis. Although your reputation ill suits you, Andre, Mavis, I have faith in you because Rayla does. I hope you understand that what I tell you now, has to remain secret. Not only for our own goods, but also for the good of each and every one of the people of Reuben.
Oh, should I leave then? I can just wait outside.
No. Well, unless you don't want to be a part of this, but it'd be nice if you were a part of this. I'd
Oh,
appreciate it, but I don't want to make you feel like you have to be a part of this.
I thought I was being told that I wasn't trustworthy, which is fair.
No,
Well,
if Rayla trusts you, I'll trust you as well.
I trust you, Andre.
For some reason, he looks like he doesn't believe that.
She looks at you, her eyes piercing through yours. It feels like she's looking further into you. And she tries to insight you. How does Andre feel right now? Let's say with a 23 to an insight roll.
He doesn't trust her at all. Well, maybe not like that. He's just more like, it's almost a little bit accusatory.
I understand this is a lot for someone that you've not seen nor interacted with in a long time. But if you can't trust me, trust Rayla.
That doesn't work if she's trusting you and I don't, but whatever. Don't worry about me. Whatever I say doesn't really matter here.
Well, she turns back to you, Rayla. The village of Reuben was established near a point of history, a point of power. According to what I found out, the place was the place of the birth of, at the very least, a demigod. And in the earth, shackled far below, are the remnants, the traces of that birth. I think these traces are being agitated by something, someone. And we need to put an end to that. It's dangerous. But to touch the remnants of a demigod will almost certainly corrupt and destroy anyone whom it does not recognize. Anything that is not already part of it. Her eyes fall upon you, Rayla. And that's why you have to be the one. I don't know if Larissa knew back then. But whether she did or did not, I think you're the only one that can handle this and come out safe.
That's. I'll try to help.
What's the matter, Rayla? Shouldn't you be honored? They made you their little failsafe.
A set of eyes turn to you, Andre.
Am I wrong, or
I'm sure they didn't do it on purpose.
you're sure about that?
Larissa wouldn't.
The one you know?
The one I know.
If you trust him, I trust him. For now. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little not, but
You should know more than most people, Andre, I feel. That people deserve, at the very least, the benefit of the doubt.
Don't give that to him. He's allowed to be cautious about this.
You're right. I'm sorry.
it's warranted.
Anyhow, I
Yes.
won't ask you to do this alone, Rayla. I'll be there to help you wherever I can. This is already something that you should have never been burdened with.
Who else is privy to this information?
I spoke with Larissa. She gives a wave of the hand. The leader of the village of Reuben. Among the villagers themselves, there is not many The only one I think is... She looks at you, Rayla. Our friend that raises livestock. Gives you a bit of a smile. Apart from that, I conducted the research myself. So there shouldn't be anyone else. Well, perhaps the Sisterhood, but that would have been a long time ago.
So whoever your current employer and higher authorities, they don't.
Oh no. She smiles at you. I work now in the city of Giant Step. I am a counselor to the leader there. They have nothing to do with matters like these. Her smile broadens, especially not him. I do this because it's something that needs to be done. And I should have been the one to put an end to it a long time ago.
I'm gonna. I'd like to insight check.
I'd like to
Go
cast
ahead.
Eldritch Blast. No.
I like to cast Fireball.
No. Not in my house.
I don't even have Fireball. It's fine.
The couch is gonna be fucked, bro.
No,
I
this is
don't,
a
I
nice
don't think I'm
couch.
getting. I don't think I'm getting anything. But let's see. What's my? Oh, so 15 again.
15. With a 15, you can tell that she looks... The way she eyes you as she says that, she's looking directly at you. She's not hiding anything. Not through her nonverbal. Nor has she been particularly mysterious, as you've been speaking about what's
Except-
going on.
When she said the new person they work with and the way she said it.
Oh, is that what you were trying to insight?
Nah, this is good. I'm just gonna have Mavis assume she doesn't like whoever she's working for, or she thinks poorly of them.
Her general stance for figures of authority.
Yeah, it's more of a nah. Okay.
Is that everything you know about the situation right now?
It is the wars Larissa has put in place. To go beyond them, I need to break them. So I haven't been able to see through there. It would have been dangerous. Especially alone. Larissa's no longer at any age to fight.
I'm sorry, is Rayla dealing with this problem, or are you dealing with this problem? Or do we need Rayla to work with you to deal with the problem?
The last one. Rayla said that you were going there anyways, right? I'm not sure why, but I'm a person of many talents. I'm sure I'll be able to help somehow.
I'm sure you can be of help, but okay, if I need you to be completely honest with me. Anything else about that cave? What do you know?
She looks concerned for a moment, weighing something. While I went, I felt your sister there, Rayla.
You felt her?
I felt her. I didn't see her. I didn't speak to her. But at some point I felt like she was all around me. Like she was trying to tell me something, but I couldn't understand.
You see, like, Rayla kind of like jittering a bit. She looks like she wants to say something.
Salika gets up and goes to sit next to you, putting a hand on your shoulder. I know this is a lot for you. If you aren't ready, there's a way I can buy us time.
How would you buy time?
She looks away. It's a secret I came by. And I'll admit, it would make the situation worse. But it would delay it. I could buy, I think, a year with it.
No, you can't. I don't think we have that time anyway, but
How much time do we have?
Right now, maybe a month. Not more.
month?
Not more. After that, Piku looks you, Rayla. I'm afraid it'll be a second coming.
I'm sorry, I'm a little lost here. Second coming of what?
She looks at Rayla for a moment, a silent question in her eyes.
They should know.
Before Rayla left Reuben, there was an attack on it. And it left many dead. The attack came from the cave.
Okay. Sounds easy enough. Andre stands up. Deal with the cults and then some ancient power. Nothing out of our ball game.
Or agent power then Holt. How long would it take for us to get to Reuben?
I know a shortcut. But you have to be able to keep a secret.
We can keep secrets.
No promises.
We can keep secrets.
Okay, I can keep a secret.
How about I do need to prepare something and speak with the Queen. Especially given what happened yesterday. How about I come back here tomorrow at, say, noon, and we can speak a little bit more. I have a new recipe for cakes, and I've been wanting to try out.
You see Rayla give like a very like slight smile. We can talk more tomorrow.
That's good. If anything happens, she claps her hands together, and on the sofa, next to where she was sitting, appears a little cat with long whiskers and a pure brown coat, speckled only intermittently with caramel-colored patches. Remember Mr. Rumpelstiltskin, right? Speak to him if anything happens. He'll help you. Alright, well, I'll see you all tomorrow. It was nice to see you again, Rayla. And I hope next time we can have a more upbeat talk.
I hope so too.
She gets up and grabs her cloak, putting it back on as she goes to exit. Do any of you say or do anything?
Nope.
Rayla does that.
She exits through the door, most likely not locking it back, as one would assume she does not have the key. And she's gone.
Well then.
You see Rayla bit like wordlessly just like get up and she goes she goes towards her cauldron and she brings it to the kitchen. And then like you see her just like start to like take out like ingredients from it and like start to like sort them out. She doesn't say anything the whole time.
Wonder why now of all times. It'll work out. And Andre just kind of stands up. He's gonna take a peek outside.
You look outside and you don't see Salika. She just isn't there. It hasn't been a long time since she left.
He's
You
not
should be
surprised at
seeing
this
her
point.
walk away somewhere. Like, there's a pretty big window where you are. Nope. She's just not there.
He's not surprised at this point. He's just checking the. He's just seeing how, like, where the sun is at this point.
It's about maybe 3:30.
Okay. Well, I guess he's just gonna go sit back down on the couch and not stress out his friend like everyone seems to be doing.
From the kitchen you can hear like you can see Rayla like running around trying to find like utensils and like a knife to use.
You probably want to clean those.
Okay.
I'll take care of that, Rayla. You focus on the cooking.
You can do it. Okay.
Mira takes a hold of the knives and begins to clean them. Is there running water in the house?
I would assume so.
Okay. And she gets a bit of running water, rinses them, cleanses them, handing you. What recipe you're making, Rayla?
you hear Rayla like shout out from the kitchen. Is there anything you want to eat, Andre?
Surprise me.
I hate why. Rayla's making mushroom stew.
No, the age-old Minecraft classic.
It's the only recipe I know.
I did mushroom stew, like I sung it like in the song, and then I realized my mic was muted.
Ah, I see.
I appreciated it though, even though I didn't hear it.
As you go to cook the stew, Mira hands you the utensils and all that you need, as you yourself do the actual cooking.
As Rayla's like cutting things up, you can just like hear her like muttering and her like, "This is fine. I can do this. This is fine. This is perfectly fine."
Right. Rayla, you don't have to do it now. But no. Whenever you decide, or even if you decide not to, I'll be with you. Everything will be okay. We'll figure it out, right?
We we really better.
And so you cook up some nice mushroom stew for everyone. Doesn't take too long. It's stew.
You see like Rayla pour it into some bowls, and she's like walks up to Andre and Mavis. Here,
Thank you.
Oh, thanks.
Don't sound very grateful.
well, she doesn't really. I just kind of made her.
I appreciate the thought, but I'm really not hungry right now.
Suit yourself. I'm just gonna start eating.
Do you want mine?
Yes, please.
Gonna pass it over.
He needs a lot of energy. He got beat the fuck up.
You see like Rayla like kind of like she like stands around for a moment and she's like, "Dessert. We need dessert."
Maybe this is good to Andre. Should we like say something or?
1 second. Oh, sorry. That was insane.
Yeah, and like we support her, and if she doesn't want to do this, we support that as well. And
That goes without saying, doesn't it?
sometimes it's nice for it to be said.
All right. Well, I support whatever decision you make. And he takes the other bowl and starts eating.
Well, Rayla's not there. She's in the kitchen.
Yeah. Maybe this is gonna wander into the kitchen then. Oh. Hey, Rayla?
When you walk in, you can see her just like pouring a bunch of like flour and stuff into a bowl and like mixing for you. Like, huh? Yeah. You what?
So, was a lot. And
Yeah, but I'm supposed to. I'm supposed to handle it, so it's fine.
nah. I just wanted to say we support whatever decision you make, and we are with you no matter the way. And surely, if you want to find a way for it not to be solely your job, we could probably do that.
See, like Rayla.
They are asking a lot of you when it seems like they can also be doing things themselves.
See, like, Rayla kind of slow down a little bit. It's not even that it's all on me. It's fine that it's all on me. I just don't want to mess this up.
Um,
What if I get there and I just do the wrong thing? And then it all goes wrong because of me again.
Andre just comes in with 2 bowls. Like, just yeah, 2 empty bowls. Well, I mean, if you're the only one who can do it, there's no real wrong thing, right? Even then, what else is someone else gonna do? If what they're saying is true, right? And barring all that, you are more than capable.
I'm better in a fight nowadays, but that's all I really am.
Well, honestly, this kind of just seems like another fight. So I think we're good.
Regardless, power seems to be the name of the game here.
And you're easily kind of the more powerful of us.
I don't know how to. Okay, yeah, thank you.
Regardless, we'll deal with what we can, and whatever we can't deal with, we'll try to mitigate as much as we can. There's gonna be no right answers.
I'm just not okay with that. There has to be a right answer. If everyone, I just don't want a repeat of anything that happened last time. If everyone is counting on me to do this, I have to do it properly.
Okay, then do it.
Okay.
There, simple enough. If you know what you did last time that messed everything up, then, well, it should be easy to avoid that, right?
Well, I didn't really do anything last time. I don't even know what happened last time. I just.
Wait, so do you know what's happening then? Because I barely understood what was happening from that conversation.
Well. Really long time ago? Well, not that long ago. My sister's not that old, but she's kind of old, but. There was an attack on my village by a bunch of elementals. You guys know all this. They all came from a specific cave. Saraka thinks that there's activity in that cave again, and there might be a little repeat of that same incident, or maybe something worse.
And how are you involved?
I don't know, weird magic.
You said you didn't want to mess things up again.
Well, I just mean in the relation to my own, to Mira, but everything else, I don't really know too much. All I know is that after everything happened, I got connected to it all.
Yeah, some rite or something?
Yeah, it's something I was meaning to talk about when I got there. The first time I ever talked to the sister and the witch wasn't even when we all met and had those visions. It was at my sister's burial ceremony. I didn't question it back then, but something happened then, and I don't really know what.
You're making it really hard to bat for these people.
What do you mean?
They used you for a rite at your sister's funeral?
I don't know why that happened. I don't even know how much they know. You can't blame them for that.
For performing a rite, you don't accidentally do something like that. But who knows? That may have not been their intention or anything, but I'm just looking at it from the worst case scenario. As I said before, they made you just some failsafe. Took advantage of the situation, which isn't good, but since we're already here, might as well make use of it. Could have just been something turned to work out this way. But I'm not gonna go and make any assumptions until we know for sure. Even then,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
no better.
I guess none of us. I don't know how much actually changes. I was already freaking out about stuff before. I guess I'm just freaking out all the same. We go to Ruben and we get answers. That doesn't change.
Yeah. Even if things somehow go bad, you got us to.
That's true. Just I'd rather not have you guys get caught up in my mess if I can. You have your own stuff going on.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's fair at this point. You kind of got caught up in ours.
Yeah, Andre just gestures to his house.
But don't think of it like that. It's all of our mess, collectively. We'll face it together.
Together sounds really good. And hey, maybe this time you get to be in my position, Andre. You get to stress out.
And
I am
also,
always stressed.
maybe you get to solo take down an entire monster.
You did that.
You did? Several times?
Oh,
Are you
during
Are you
that,
not
yeah.
aware? Yeah, there's a lot of things you've done that are kind of cool and a little terrifying.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
you doing better now? Because you're still pouring flour and...
Oh, yeah. I was gonna make chocolate cake. Does anyone want chocolate cake?
sure.
Okay, that's true.
and
Okay. Alright, thanks for checking, and I appreciate that. I think I would have kept going all day if you didn't, so
yeah, I mean, it's kind of nerve-wracking when someone from your past shows up and is like, "We'll talk tomorrow," and
it
you
is a
like
bit stressful.
didn't expect to run into them. It's an ordeal.
It is an ordeal. How did you deal with this, Andre?
I had to.
Is it that simple?
Yeah.
Ouch.
If you throw yourself into it, well, it'd be worse if you turned back. I also didn't have much of a choice. At a certain point. What's so
I
funny?
mean, I wasn't laughing. I mean, I'm still kind of freaking out about what we're gonna have to deal with, but there's only so much I can do, and
We can handle it.
We have a lot to handle.
if I can't handle it, I'll probably be dead anyway, so it's not a concern then.
That's the way to look at it.
Yeah, not my problem anymore. I'm dead.
Despite everything, all we can do is try. As long as we do that, well, we've done our best.
Hate it when you say things that are correct and true, Andre.
It makes it really hard to stay mad at you.
Yeah, it really does.
Oh, don't worry, I'll probably do something else that's stupid.
What, like give up your left arm to the flint?
I don't think...
Or did you?
Don't actually do that. I feel like that's something you would do. Don't do that.
I don't see what I would gain from doing that.
I don't know, like a firearm?
That seems really impractical. Than a normal arm.
I'm sorry. Do you have abilities that aren't somewhat impractical for everyday use?
A firearm, I would lose use of that arm, but only when it's on fire.
What if
Or
it was
like
an
you
arm?
shoot out fireballs from your
Yeah, or it's like fire from your eyes. Well, actually, can you do that already?
your eyes. I forgot. Do his eyes hurt me?
I mean, not. You never took damage from his eyes.
Okay.
You did take damage from another thing at some point.
Yeah, I remember the purple, but I was like, is okay, the same effect doesn't happen there. It's just traumatizing. I understand.
It's
Yeah,
fucking scary.
and his odd, seemingly uncontrollable urge to peel away people's skin, that would most likely be hurtful though.
Hmm.
That one would probably hurt a little bit.
A little bit.
I don't know. He kind of starts like messing with like kind of like clenches some fingers down and then keeps some up, and then there's some fire in his eyes for a second. I think I could.
Whoa. You need to do that in a battle once. That would be so epic.
I'm gonna try. Also, Mavis, what's with the attitude? You can make moon things. that
Yeah, moon
scorch the earth.
energy.
I didn't have to make a deal with an ancient being for that though.
She's got you there.
Ugh, you just hate
doesn't.
fun.
I don't know if we hate fun. Well, no, you're just joking. I won't.
It's only fine when she can do all the cool magic, but when I get it,
Do you know how
Honestly?
much magic I don't use?
You're holding back on us?
I have to.
Oh, that 6th level feature.
Literally, there's so many things I can do that would just kill you guys.
That's scary.
There's so many AoE shit, but you guys are always in the middle of the fight.
It's like I'm usually far away.
that's true.
Yeah. Well. But also just anything with the worms is bad.
Yeah, that's bad. Don't do that.
Alright,
Unless you
a
want
lot of the stuff Mavis can do now is kind of morally dubious. So
Mavis should do what she wants.
don't worry, the corruption arc's starting. It already started. I won't say where she's at, but it started.
Good. Andre's also well along the corruption arc.
I wouldn't
Now
say
we only
that.
need
I wouldn't
Rayla.
call it that.
Sure. And we only need Rayla.
Well, I guess. Wait. He just runs.
Where do you run?
outside. He's like,
You
oh
want-
crap, I cannot be late for this.
It is. You have seen many times the sky from where you are. You recognize the specific positioning of the sun right now. It is 20 minutes to 5. You're gonna have to fucking haul ass if you want to get there in time.
He's gonna run. He is dreading the slight, like just the very side comment that is gonna be made about his punctuality.
What the fuck is happening?
He had tea with Laria's mom.
Did he go out without a disguise?
Yes, he did.
Oh no.
And we don't know where Laria's mom's house is either, so we couldn't come.
We gotta start running too, don't we?
We have to run. Ah! My cake!
So you started running after him, booking it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do. There's no like notice me not charm. Never mind. Fuck it.
Notice me not charmed. There's the invisibility spell.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna fucking cast invisibility for this.
That'd be kind of
Oh.
cool though. It'd be like we're stalkers.
I feel like it's worse if I get somehow caught using invisibility.
Oh yeah, we've been murdered. Don't do that.
So you are fucking hauling ass to the Laria's mother's residence. And you are going quick, double. Sorry, Andre. You're just not as quick as before.
Yep.
You put in effort. You put in a lot of effort. You're rushing directly through the merchants district. Rayla and Mavis, you have to really keep your track of him because he knows all the little shortcuts and you yourself definitely don't.
Can I send a bird to keep track of him?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Fennec!
Fennec comes as a bird and begins to stalk Andre from the skies. Andre, you yourself make your way to the Aldwolf residence. Roll a d20 for me, and know that 10 is the base 0.
Okay. Oh, 8.
You are 2 minutes early. You hauled ass so effectively. You are, however, on the verge of death, on the ground, completely out of breath. You just ran through the entirety of a fucking city, sprinting it. You're gonna need some time to recover.
He's just. He kind of like props himself up on something and starts like fixing his hair and his clothing to look presentable.
Mm-hmm.
And then he like puts his arms out and like all the text and the tattoos like slink back up to under his clothing as he's like, I can't go in looking like this.
You do
Does
some-
Rayla have prestidigitation?
I do have prestidigitation.
I can do it.
But
I
Rayla will
thought we
also
lost
do it.
Okay.
We've also been hauling ass behind you.
Yeah.
Because you didn't tell your friends.
Yeah, he realized he was gonna be late.
I just like a weirdo. He just ran out. Okay.
Yeah, we also followed him, and everyone is terrified of us, and they see us barreling through the streets.
Oh yeah, there's not a single guard that when they saw you running did not like pull out their sword a little bit. Like all of them were like, ah fuck, is it time? But none of them attacked you.
You don't want them to attack us, so it sucked for everyone involved.
He's
That
gonna
would've
just
been
try to
rough.
stand up and
Okay.
then take some like wobbly
not-
steps.
Why would you just run like that?
I needed to get here. I didn't want to be late. What is wrong with you?
You can't just run through the city, Andre.
I can. I just did. And he's and he puts like he draws his hand across his face and like to put like a just
How
like
the
neutral
guards reacting
expression.
to all of us kind of hunched over, breathing heavy right now.
Them that are eyeing you very closely. Andre, you notice with all the talking, you're now 4 minutes late.
No. And he's gonna go up and just knock.
You knock at the door. After a moment, the door opens. And there you see Laria. She seems to be doing much better now. She's not wearing her armor. She's wearing her day-to-day clothes. These are some of her favorites. You've seen her walk around in these all the time. The little, there's a little blue mark on the back that you yourself put there a good few years ago. As she opens the door and sees you, her eyes light up. Oh, it's you! Come in, come in! She kind of tugs you along to pull you inside.
Oh, okay, okay.
You too, you too! She looks at you, Mavis and Rayla.
Oh, okay.
Yes, come on.
thank you.
It would he like looks around. It would be rude not to. Please close the door behind you.
Oh, give you sure.
Did you just say Happy Easter?
I said,
Okay,
okay,
sure.
sure.
Oh, okay. This, no, I meant for Yash. Sorry, I must have... Okay, never mind. Laria ushers you in. And close the door behind. As you progress through the house, it's a nice house. It's not that big. It's wooden construction, a single floor. You can see to the side there's a small garden along with an area roughly about 30 feet by 30 feet to spar in. There's pretty clearly some mannequins there and a good arrays of weapons to actually use on them. None of them wooden, each of them clearly a warrior's tool. Inside the house, it's warm and cozy. You haven't been here in a long time, Andre. The carpet on the floor, the paintings on the walls. Many faces, many of them you recognize. At the end of the hallway, you can see a large framed picture. A father with his wife and daughter. They're all smiling. I think it's the happiest day they'll ever have together. There's some other ones too. You even see one with you in the corner. That one looks like it was freshly cleaned. You don't see a speck of dust on it.
Oh.
Okay.
You can smell from the interior of the house the appetizing smell of fresh tea brewing. The Aldwolf family's favorite. Simple black tea. Nothing fancy. As you enter, Laria kind of pushes you along. Who would have been last, Mavis or Rayla?
Did Mavis have a preference? If not, then
Nah,
we'll
not
go.
really. You closed the door, right? So I think you would be last.
Yeah, we'll go there. That.
So Laria kind of pushes you in the back, Rayla to kind of bring you in faster. Okay, so this is our house. There's the hallway. If you see that, that's the rooms. And she kind of goes to explain. Oh, and mind the steps. That floorboard's not good.
Oh, she's adorable.
Oh, she's just so amazing.
She pushes you along still, and you enter the main common room. There's a large table that can easily sit 6 people, set in the center, with 6 simple wooden chairs, each of them with a small cushion. There's a resting chair, a balancing one that you can tilt frontwards and backwards. On the other side of the room is the kitchen. It seems to be some sort of odd contraption. At the centermost part of it, Andre, you recognize it. It's a magic oven. Kana made it herself. It was one of her projects for a long while. It never ended up being easy to make. This one is probably one of the only ones in existence of that particular kind. There's a small blue flame that emanates from it, on which a stone plate and a few cups are resting.
He never gets quite too close to the ovens.
That's kind of
Like,
funny.
he looks a little wary of it.
As you enter the common room, you can see Miss Outwolf. She's tied her hair in a long ponytail and turns to you. A gentle face, a gentle smile. Her eyes are closed. Welcome in.
Lady, Miss Aldwolf, thank you for inviting me. And he just bows.
Before we start, Andre, or Captain, there is one thing
Captain?
that we need to do. Well, two, actually. You see her bend down and get something from under a cupboard. A frying pan.
It's a wait. Let this happen.
I don't know what. We were in this
What?
together.
We are in this together. I don't know what's happening yet.
I don't know either, but it can't be good.
Is she about to beat his ass?
Her eyes are still closed, and she still wears that same gentle smile. Mavis, Raylo, take a step back, please.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm currently I'm in charge of protecting him right now. Is this? Rayla's gonna take a step back.
Just kind of pull on the back of Rilla's shirt.
She lifts the frying pan a little bit as you begin to speak and lowers it as you take a step back. She begins to walk towards you, Andre. Do you say or do anything?
He wants to move, but his legs aren't working. He's frozen in fear.
So funny.
It's
Would
just
you
not
say
the
you have
happiest.
would you describe yourself as incapacitated right now?
Yes.
Oh,
Ah,
God.
perfect. So an automatic critical hit then.
Oh, please not his face, ma'am.
She walks towards you, Andre, and hoists the frying pan way up. Laria's standing in the corner, nodding approvingly.
Mavis is like preemptively cringing.
Yeah, Rayla has like her hands over her eyes.
Mm-hmm. And Andre, you take... Oh, that's 2 8s. You take a total of 21 bludgeoning damage.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
As she whacks you with a fucking frying pan from atop your head, there is now your head shaped hole. Not hole, indent in the frying pan.
Oh my god.
And you're pretty sure you heard the floorboards crack underneath the blow.
He just falls to a knee. Like, just to his knees.
Was for everything you did to my girl.
I...
And the first thing that we needed to do, a second, you feel 4 warm points of contact lifting you back up. As both Laria and her mom give you a warm hug. Welcome back, Andre.
Thank you.
It's been a long time, Captain.
Thank you. I need a second.
Yeah, Mom doesn't hold back. She's just like that.
How many fingers am I holding up?
Andre, you gotta stay with us.
He kind of like, he's like looking up. Oh, I didn't. Oh, those stars must be new.
The answer was 2.
Oh,
Can I use
oh he like shakes his head. Okay.
I'm gonna use healing something on him.
Healing word, healing.
I'm gonna
Healing
do
word.
cure wounds. I'm gonna do cure wounds. You just deserve a little bit more for 24 fucking
Mhm.
or 21. I'm sorry.
He's
Yeah.
going.
Beat the
He's
shit
gonna
out
like
of her.
grab at her hand and hold it away. Like, no, not without permission.
She puts. You can see behind her that she's now putting the pen away, but not where it came from. She's got a little nail, and she is currently in the process of nailing the handle to the wall. The pen now has a very clear imprint of Andre's face on it.
Oh,
You could
it's
use that as a
artwork.
mold.
Yeah, it's artwork.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Excuse me, ma'am. Do you mind if I like take care of that? And I'm gonna gesture to Andre on the floor, or half kneeled over. I'm assuming.
She gestures at you. Oh, he'll be fine. He's been through worse.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna take that as a no then, and kind of bring back my hand.
Okay. Sorry. I deserve that. But I don't. I'm not a captain anymore.
What are you talking about? You'll always be our captain.
Yeah. But he's like making a face of like, not in front of my friends.
Was he always wearing that jester outfit when he met you?
Oh yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He was really into it.
Didn't
He
take it
wore
off.
all the
It was my
time. Yeah.
uniform.
You're the only one that had a uniform.
Yeah.
She serves out 4 cups of tea.
It was-
Wait, you
Pouring them out
chose
for-
that?
yeah. It was supposed
Even
to.
with the little bells?
Yeah, that's what it was supposed to. Whatever. He just sits down and sinks in a chair.
I'm sorry. Were you hoping that the jester outfit would make you look less suspicious?
No, it was supposed to.
She holds up a finger, Laria, and takes a bit of an air of importance. The bells are important, therefore the sound, the drama of it. That's what you sound like.
No.
Yeah, totally.
You know that one of the bells got stolen by a duck
Yeah,
or a goose? Yeah,
it was a
they like
ghost, yeah.
That's what happened
specifically
to her?
followed us and then beat him. Yeah,
How?
you know the goose specifically went for you, ignored the rest of us.
It's like that other bird.
Oh yeah, there was this one time when Andre got beat up by this bird while we were going through a mountain.
Yeah, you
Oh.
don't know the greatest luck with birds.
Oh, I'm not surprised. He's always had a bad luck with the birds. Remember that time where you had to play with Bethrina and Rusilia Moonwhisper? And, well, you fell from pretty high. Not so much of a phoenix as you might have hoped for.
And yeah, it was.
Do you have pictures?
She considers for a moment.
It was
She does.
no, you can't do this.
You have pictures? Andre.
It was,
I don't, but I'm sure Bethrina has them.
it was for the act.
Mhm.
Mm.
For the act.
So he says.
This isn't
No,
fair.
no, I'm sure he thought it looked cool.
I did.
I bet he would still think it looks cool. Yeah, there it is.
You all just don't have taste.
Honestly, I think it's kind of cool they used to do plays.
Oh yeah, the place is cool, but I didn't walk around half the continent in a jester's outfit
Uniform.
that you chose.
Yeah,
I think they used to scare people.
it was supposed to.
You know, I think Dad was always the better one at scaring people.
Yeah,
I don't think the bells helped.
I don't know. Just seemed like a good idea.
It was fun.
That's
I
the
don't know if
opposite
fun
of
was
what I
Right,
was
the best
trying to
way to
do.
Jingles?
put it.
Right, Jingles?
Don't call me
It was
that.
fun.
Did, did he tell you about that?
For what?
About Jingles?
Don't talk about jingles.
Who's Jingles?
He's Jingle.
They used to call you Jingles.
Is that your stage name?
Yeah. I'm so jealous of that goose. I tried to steal the bells so many times, but he always got me. How
You
did the
didn't
goose
give her
do
one
it?
of the bells?
Hmm?
He didn't just give you one of the bells?
I mean, it's you have to steal it. It's part of the, you know.
Yeah, she
Oh,
had to
I can
earn it.
understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Not like you ever beat me anyway.
I never
know,
did.
You did get knocked out last time.
Yeah, she passed out first though, so I win.
Are you feeling okay after all that, by the way?
Mm-hmm.
We weren't
mean,
asking
Laura,
you.
yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm
I
okay.
oh,
I feel a lot better actually now. I'm glad I got that out of my system.
it's not like I.
Elias told me there was this huge like pillar of flame thing. I don't remember that part.
It
But
looked
that's
very cool.
nice.
It's not like I got beat up too.
But like, you're feeling okay? Because you did take a couple of hard hits there.
I mean, I
Yeah,
did
that was a
too, and you didn't
hard
see me
fight.
complaining.
I couldn't really keep you up for too long. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, that's okay. We're built sturdy. He kind of thumbs at her chest.
And
Yeah,
stubborn.
you're a strong fighter.
Sorry,
You were
did
saying
say
something?
that?
I was to Laura, like, yeah, you're a strong fighter.
Oh, thank you. You're also great, Rayla. I saw how you did with the bird thing. I don't want you to shoot me. Please don't.
I would never shoot you.
Good. I'd never shoot you either.
I'm glad.
Yeah, she kind of holds out her hand for a high five.
The little high five.
Hell yeah.
I was fighting too.
There. You did your best.
You did great, Andre.
Didn't you blow up at a point?
Yeah, but I'm fine because I'm awesome.
You are awesome, Andre.
He like yawns as he's trying to like hold it back.
She kind of looks at you, Mavis. Like, is that just something he does?
Now, maybe.
He never used to blow up before.
Oh, yeah, no, it's a new skill, apparently.
Oh, yeah, that's new. That's new.
Yeah, because
Maybe
I'm
that's part of
awesome.
Maybe that's what they mean when they say it's part of growing up.
I don't think so.
Why not?
Aren't you still a teenager?
I'm an adult.
You're an adult?
Yeah,
Is Andre 19? Is that what we retcon him to?
I think.
You did retcon him. He wasn't 22 at
Yeah, he
first.
was
Now
22
Was he? Oh my god.
Yeah, every time you brought up his age, it decreased, and I was like, that's just funny at this point.
He's like
you
a woman
guys
that
can't let me do this.
he's like a woman that's reached 49 and will stay at 49 for the rest of her life.
It's okay, maybe this is like, I don't know.
300.
She could also be 12. You would not know.
But I mean, the fire thing was pretty cool. The blue fire thing. I had to say something about it.
Well, thank you. I don't remember much about that. I know I said I know I spoke with Sir Yvain just before. After that, I just whoosh, and then it was then that I slugged you in the face. That felt nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you knocked him out.
No.
Did I?
Yeah.
You did.
Oh. Wait, does that
So
count as
you
me
won.
beating?
No,
that 'cause
you
I'm
passed
beating
out
you?
first, so I win.
Mm,
So
But it
Well,
was
that's
her
true.
blow that knocked you out. But
Oh.
you didn't knock her out.
Yeah, but she passed out first. That's how it works. I don't make the rules. I'm sorry.
You see her get up and trying to reach for the pan.
He just like he's just getting ready to like stand up.
Laria's mom speaks up. None of that in the house.
Yeah, none of that in the house.
She looks at you.
He just like sits down and just takes a sip. Thank you for the tea. It's wonderful.
Did you
I'm
serve
glad
us?
you're enjoying it. And do any of you say or do anything? I'll take that as a no. And
Yeah, I was trying to
a
think
bit
of
of
something.
time a bit of time passes. It's a nice evening. You speak. At some point, Miss Aldwolf takes out some nice steamed fish on a bit of rice. More than enough for everyone to eat up.
Oh no. I'm gonna like keep trying to pour it onto Andres when she's not, or lawyer not looking.
You're not gonna have any difficulty getting rid of your portion. Laria kind of deals some when she sees you don't want them.
Okay, oh thank God, she's got me. Okay.
She's got your back. And you spend a nice evening chatting away with maybe the only friendly faces you'll find in the city. Some good time passes. Sorry, go ahead. Oh, I think it was just
Yes?
vibration. I think her phone rang.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, my good.
Is it okay if I ask some not so fun questions?
That depends. Ask first and we'll see.
Uh,
You see her turn around just for a moment, opening a cabinet to check something, before she turns back to you.
well, we can't really get any. We don't really have any idea of what's happening right now in the city.
Oh, I see. You're not from here. Well, with what happened yesterday, war is coming. People are preparing. We're used to it.
But with who?
But who? You even need to ask? Some winged creature, bull
Hulgen.
monster, and
Oh, the
gold thing
Hulgen.
attack us? Yes, the Hulgens are coming.
Andre like chokes on the food he was eating. Just
we don't know if it's them yet, right?
Oh, it has to be them. They're the only ones. They always have been. They come after us to take our food, our children, our lives. What did we bring back before?
Andre's eyes are like dilated after she says that. Like he's just sitting there, like he looks like he is breaking a case in his mind right now.
What does that mean?
Like he looks like he has made a realization in his head, and it is like horrifying.
Wait, but hold on. Those beings are like chimeras, right?
Yeah.
Has there ever been any recording of something like that that would have showed up in some history book?
Fuck no. Say it to her if you dare.
I'm not going to, but I need to know that. So I know how this conversation's gonna go.
So we know
You
how
haven't-
right or wrong we are.
If you want to try to rule history for it, maybe there's something obscure.
I'll roll history for it, because she's not gonna tell me shit that I can trust.
I don't say that to her face.
I'm not going to!
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Don't you dare.
I'm not going to. The only thing Mavis was like potentially asking was like, has something ever happened like this before? That was gonna be the extent of it. That's a 13. I don't think I know shit.
A 13. Yeah, you don't remember much. Remember at some point reading something about a bestial warrior, horned and equipped with fur. But you don't remember if it was a specific race. It might have been just someone wearing like a fur coat.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ask this to the woman whose husband fought against the Holosians and whose whole entire country has something against Holosians.
Oh yeah. And whose husband died to the whole
The Holosians, yeah. I'm not gonna ask that.
And who captured the guy that's actually sitting in front of you right now and tortured
Yeah.
him for like months.
Yeah.
And, like,
It
killed
really
him.
ruined the
Um,
vibes.
But
Would
doesn't Rayla also identify as a Holosian?
Yeah, we're gonna see how this goes.
It's a matter of perspective, really.
I mean, if the village is whatever.
It's the fun thing about Reuben. It's a fun place.
Bench sitters.
Oh, you wanna go?
Yeah, sitting on that fence all the time. Make a decision.
He hits you where it hurts. You can hurt him harder though.
True.
I'm worried for Andre if we stay in the city.
Yeah, that's probably fair. Yeah, we're most likely the only people here that don't want to kill you. Maybe Kana.
I'm worried that everyone is sitting on a very fine line right now that's very easy to cross, it seems.
Oh well, people are afraid. They're finding weapons everywhere. Enemies at their doors. And they see them in the shadows too.
Yes,
When
and
they
we have
know
a
that
very easy
Andre
enemy.
Kid- Yes, when they know that he walks the streets at night, it's easy for them to see their fears in him. You'll probably get going. Get going soon would probably be your better idea.
Yeah. Maybe my uniform has come back to haunt me.
Well, maybe you simply didn't have enough bells.
Just you wait. I'm gonna get so many bells. It's gonna look so cool.
Please
You're
don't.
gonna jingle everywhere you go.
Yeah, and it's gonna be awesome.
But no, I don't want you to get snatched up by a bird or something. Don't.
But again,
I can deal with a bird.
Can you?
Yeah, I
Can
dealt with
you?
a goose.
No, you can't. You use swords and daggers. Birds fly. Rayla can deal with birds. They're just sitting on the ground.
Yeah, but if they got like close, I could.
Bird's not gonna get close.
It's okay, Andre. If a bird ever takes you, me or Rayla will save you.
I have magic. I can do something.
You can do stuff now. That is
Yeah.
true.
And like if you
You
save
could
me
do
from the
stuff
pan,
before. Well, that was your own karma coming to get you, I believe.
okay.
But yeah, please no more bells. When we're traveling through the woods, I would like not to alert every animal or any potential creature that we are there.
Fine.
Oh yeah, Elias did say something about that.
so how is Elias, by the way? We haven't seen him.
Oh, he's doing good. I think Fee's a bit sick though. I think he ate some of the monster thing. But now he's swelly. He's bigger. It's probably gonna pass.
Oh?
Yeah. Yeah. Also, he has 4 legs now.
Huh?
But he's cute. He's still cute. He's just less of a bird and more of a dog. With wings. But that's okay. You gotta raise your arms, like, thumbs up.
Do you have any idea what could be happening?
Tell me what you want to roll to try and find that out.
Arcana?
Go ahead.
The inherent sense of worms I have?
Roll Arcana. Go, sure.
Why do you sound like you're questioning this too?
I mean, I was
23.
23. You yourself don't recall ever hearing of a magical transformation that would turn a bird into a dog after they eat something like what you saw. That's
Mhm.
probably not what's going on.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I figured. I didn't think I was gonna get much, but I was like, is there the off chance that I can understand corruption of some kind?
Aw.
If only you'd been a druid and you'd done a nature check or something.
That's funny.
Hello?
Well, I don't think that's normal.
I don't think it's. Oh, because it's the fucking type of creature he is? Maybe? I don't know. I don't.
But- but he'll be okay. He eats weird stuff all the time. Now he'll just need some time. Yeah. The moose is acting weird though. I don't know what's going on with this guy.
What's wrong with him?
Well, I was walking the street the other day and I saw him. I just said hi and he didn't even react.
Oh
Just
no!
walking
Oh
right
no!
past
There's
me.
another one. There's another one. There's another
I don't know
one.
what's going on with him.
Oh god.
And then I spoke to him later because I saw him again. And I told him about that and he was like, "What? I don't know what you're talking about."
No, dude.
And it's very weird. I don't know what he's like about it. It's just,
Right.
he's
He might
ignorant.
just be, really introverted. Maybe just don't talk to him unless he is willing to talk to you.
He is very introverted, but no, he's shy, but he likes people. He likes us. Even
Maybe it's just he was uncomfortable. Like something was bothering him.
he was having a good time, snapping his fingers, singing a tune. Not something you'd see him do often, actually. Now that I think of
He,
it.
wa- he wasn't carrying a drink with him, was he?
A drink. He had a bit of it was like a sphere, but brown, and it was like in half. The inside was like white, and the outside was kind of furry. It was a little straw with a weird hat on top of it.
We can't go anywhere. We can't have anything until everyone starts pulling up, telling us this stuff.
What do you mean? We said a coconut. I hate him so fucking much.
Are we saying this out loud?
No,
I'm just saying this just above game. It's like we can't have nothing.
you got shit.
This fucking bitch.
He's a coconut. I fucking despise this man.
Well, that's interesting. Well, what do you plan to do now?
Well, I gotta help with. She doesn't finish her phrase before she gets a slap on the hand from her mother. But Mom, I'm stronger now. I can help people. Her mom does not say anything. Simply looks her down. Arya sits back down, looking at the table.
There are more useful ways to help out rather than everything else.
Yes, you run so fast, you'll be able to deliver people things like no one else can. Isn't that right, Captain?
That would be an avenue.
Good. Good answer. Miss Aldwolf goes around picking up the plates that are emptied. It was a very good meal. Simple, filling, light. It was nice. Food always tastes better with good company. Miss Aldwolf looks outside. It's getting pretty late now. The sun's about to set. Well, it's getting pretty late. I don't think I have enough rooms for everyone. Laria shoots her hand up. I could do bunk bed. You don't. Her mother seems confused. What do you mean a bunk bed? You don't have a bunk bed. But I could.
I wouldn't want to impose.
Yeah, maybe it's a good time for you to get going.
Yeah.
It was nice to have you again, Captain. And try not to get yourself killed. Again.
Yeah. I won't. Thank you. And he just hugs Miss Aldwolf
Oh.
for
She
everything.
gives you back the hug and gives you a couple claps behind the back. And she whispers something in your ear. I don't know what's happening with Lord Yvain, but don't let him too close to Laria again.
All right. Well,
She lets go of the hug. Now off you go.
yeah. Oh, well, let's go, everyone.
Thank you again for having us over.
Yes,
course.
thank you. It was lovely.
Oh, here, Rayla, have some of these. She kneels down, getting something from one of the cupboards, and hands you a handkerchief. Inside it, you find a bag with a bunch of cookies.
I thank you so much.
Make sure you don't lose any of them.
Please? Yeah.
Oh, I'm so
And-
curious now.
And she escorts you to the door, Laria following behind. Goodbye. I'll see you next time. Hopefully, we won't be trying to kill each other this time. She kind of waves at you as you leave.
Mavis will wave back. Also, I'm gonna
Yeah.
cast Cure Wounds on Andre now. Especially now I know someone's walking around and I don't have trust. So 2nd level Cure Wounds.
That's someone. Don't say his name. How much HP does he get back?
Oh, I rolled so low. You get 8.
Let's go.
Better than nothing.
That happens.
I got a 1 and a 2.
And an important
Wow.
lesson was learned today. Don't fuck with Miss Aldwolf.
She's so cool. I wish I could stay here forever.
They're nice, yeah. But that's why we can't stay here, because we'd ruin it.
But they're so nice.
We've all gotten a hug this from coming to Bethinde.
The city of hugs.
The city of hugs and fights
That's
to
what
death.
You know, they go hand in hand. You know, that's essentially your interactions with Laria. Half the time she hugs you, the other half she's trying to kill Andre.
Well, now it's like she's just gonna try and fight him, which is okay.
Yeah, that's little sister coding. That's fine.
That does remind me. Andre's going to do one more thing before he leaves. He's going to stop,
Mhm.
turn around, walk back, and go, "Oh yeah, by the way, Laria,
Mhm?
if you want a chance at beating me, you're going to have to do that on your own.
See her already unsheathing her sword.
You're going to need to figure that out on your own. All right? Some of these people, they're going to... Listen, they'll tell you things. I think you got plenty of talent to get there on your own. Plus, you got someone watching over you. But as for right now, could use some work." And he's going to take 2 fingers and push her, just press them against her forehead to push her back a bit and then run.
Okay, Itachi.
Wow. Huh.
Don't worry, I noticed the parallels 2 days ago, and I was sitting here thinking I've made nothing original.
That's just how it works, bro. I've stolen half these NPCs from actual media. Some of them I didn't even change the name.
that's based.
If you Google Yvain, Knight of the Lion, you're gonna find a text about him.
It's crazy.
You run away. Oh, I'll get you! And shut the door behind you as you walk away.
Should we be concerned?
About There's many things
Oh,
to
wait,
be
are we gonna
considered.
try and are we still gonna try and speak to royalty people tomorrow, or are we just gonna leave?
We should talk to them.
Yeah, I guess it kind of depends on what they say.
Hmm.
And don't call me Jingles.
I'll
Of
use it
course not, Sir
sparingly.
Andre.
Or Captain
No,
Captain Andre.
no, you're not allowed.
Captain Himmer?
Sir Captain Andre.
No,
Sir Captain. Ooh, I like that one.
We can go with that one. That one?
Yeah, Sir
No.
Captain
no.
Andre.
I'm too tired for this.
Maybe let's not run all the way back this time.
I couldn't run straight if I wanted.
Also, just watch out on the way back, guys. Everyone kind of hates us.
After that frying pan, I don't care what anyone. No one else could do anything worse to me than that.
She's so
Fucking put that
strong.
out there.
Yeah, who do you think they are?
That is very impressive, but also, why would you put that out there
What?
into the universe? After that, you can't, or whatever the fuck, whatever you just said is like tempting fate.
Andre's always tempting
I don't
fate. It's what he
care.
does.
There is nothing.
But
I'll
are we
say it
walking
again.
back while we're talking?
I
Yeah,
assume so.
Yeah,
I'll say it
okay.
again. There is nothing that would be worse than that.
And as you say that, Andre Timmer,
Please.
you hear a voice a little bit far away from you. You're making your way back to the Nobles District. It took a shorter route. It goes through the Artistes District. And you hear, not so far ahead of you, someone speaking. The sound of a piano. An audience's gasps. Ahead of you, and downwards, having set up a comfortable stage below most of her audience. Bethrina Drusilia Moonwisp speaks. And so I tell you verily, to each and every one of you, Andre Timmer, the demon, died on that day. With a proud justice handed down by none other than our Lord Yvain, his own sword in his hand. He fell, his head cut clean. And that is the truth, and nothing more, and nothing less. From where you are, Andre, you get an immediate feeling, a chill down your spine. You have to run.
Is she trying to spin it? Like,
That I have no clue.
I'm trying to figure out if this would be a horrifying, like, thing to him or not, because I think it would. It's just like, I think he's horrified. He needs to run, but I think he's just too curious about what she could possibly spin this as. Or what, like, she could possibly, like, she's too good of a storyteller. He's
this might
hooked.
work in our favor. This might work in our favor. You never know.
I don't
This is
think it
PR,
will. I don't
free
think
PR.
I don't think it is.
So you step forward.
Do you want to borrow my cloak?
I think she's already seen him. I think it's too late. He's gonna just take one step forward.
You take a step forward, and I'll remind Yash. Do you remember what I told you on that fateful night?
Yes.
Horror, unimaginable,
Oh my god.
and inescapable. Andre Timmer you take a step ahead.
Are we about to hear it? Are we about to hear it?
It's named. It's
You know
named.
double so well.
It's private. What?
Dun, 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 dun.
And
Is it Dance
as
in
you
Neverland?
do, you see Bethrina Drusilia Moon Whisper move her hand subtly towards the person that stands behind her, the man sitting at the piano. A sign you know well. Plan B. That's what it means. And lo and behold, who do I see but the man himself, the demon cast away by death himself. She turns to you, Andre, locking eyes with you, a grandiose, almost sadistic smile upon her face. She extends her hand in a dramatic gesture. Tell us then, oh ghost of the past, you who walk two roads, step to us, and let us see the stories. The people turn to you, and they seem quite uncertain. What do you do?
This is like, I don't think I've ever been more lost on what to do with it now.
You have to. You gotta improv.
You gotta
think
improv.
so.
You gotta
You gotta
rise to it.
improv.
You're playing her game.
Yeah.
You have to rise to it, double.
You rise to challenge.
I think.
Free PR. Free PR.
Yeah, I think I need to work with her narrative of being evil for the moment.
Really?
Let her like defeat you or something.
Yeah, I think, or at least convince him.
Yeah.
You got it.
So, what do you do?
Mavis is gonna step away from him, like a huge step to the side.
Rayla will also
You-
take a step away.
I think,
You are a man of uncertainty, Andre Timmer. You have died twice now. Long ago, the man I knew vanished to the shadows. And from his stead, a dark reflection took his place. She closes her fist and turns dramatically, looking at the ground. And yet now you stand before us once more, having proved your vileness, your evil itself, through your heinous actions. And yet, Lord Yvain, proudest of all knights, deems you worthy. And yet, you are the very one that stood along with your executioner and defeated that which would threaten us. What say you, monster of a man, yet savior of mankind?
I think Andre's just going to slowly just walk up. Just like take somewhat long strides, walking with purpose.
Mm.
Well, old friend.
A friend I knew died years ago. Andre Timmer, may you be vile darkness or purposeful dignity brought back. That I do not know. She turns back to you, spreading both of her arms wide.
Yes, I have died. Many, many times. But as you can all see, as he kind of like lifts up his head a bit just to show the scar, even death could not hold me.
And so you have come back to torment us or to rescue us. Which one will it be? I, Bethrina Drusilia Moon Whisper. By this point, you've reached her stage. You're standing just a little bit before her. Shall decide. If you would strike us down, then I will rise against you once more and defeat the demon of Timur's legacy. And yet, If you would be our savior, our hero, a legend in a time of need, then let us see you prove yourself. Let your metal resound through the time of ages. She takes a breath for the first time. This might be the only chance you have of actually fitting in a full sentence.
You got it. She's giving you the words.
I've seen many things since I left, since I died. And in that journey of coming back, I've realized something. Out of everything that I've done, what I want to do most is make right for what I've done, for who I've betrayed, for the country I turned my back on. But as I kept journeying back, I realized another thing. Making it up isn't enough. Not for me. I'd like to go far, far beyond. Returning to what was is impossible, and it shouldn't be striven for. So, I plan not to just make everything better, or help in the process of doing so. I want to help everyone soar far past what we were once before. And I hope this scar, and my words and my actions can prove to you all that despite everything I've done, despite betraying all of you, even my own family, my own legacy, the one thing that I could ask, even then that would be too much, is that I will try. And I will never turn my back on anyone again.
As you've been speaking, Bethrina Drusilia Moonwhisper has been walking circles around you, like a predator. And as you've made that oh so genuine cry, she's been adjusting you, pushing you left or right, putting your head where it ought to be, looking up at the people, your arms dictated by her own whimsical whims. The actual audience is completely flabbergasted. It is very clear. None of them know what to think. But you see, through them, some people you recognize. Some of them that can only see you now through your own actions, of a time long bygone. And some of them inclined to believe. Bethrina Drusilia Moonwhisper picks back up. Before you stands a babe born of two worlds. A babe born of battle, brutality, benevolence, and beauty. She closes it on you, Andre, grabbing your left arm and putting it against her back, having you support her weight as she leans back upon it and pulls you in closer, your faces near one another as they could be. Tell me, what and where will fate strike? How long will your justice last? Can the people truly have faith?
As long as I draw
Hush!
breath.
A finger is pushed against your lips, ornate and delicate as it could be. Hush, babe, I speak. Wherefore fate will guide you, wherefore you may decide it. You may never again step in the same footprints as you have before. You must forsake your very self, your very selves, your lives you've already thrown away. And so, your past now you must discard. Become a shining beacon as one could ever be. Her hand goes from your lips to sliding gently on the side of your face, tracing along the scar along your neck. Where not even death can hold you back. Oh, warlock of destiny. She closes her eyes, her fist trembling. From up close, you do notice her earrings seem to be somewhat heavier than they were before.
What?
And after a brief moment, letting the silence filled only by the piano playing behind her, a performance which is not altered, not fluctuated in quality even once, she announces, "Go now, then, babe of destiny, and bring back joy to the land, righteousness to the hearts of man and women alike. Lest you become nothing but a speck of dust, unworthy and discarded in the memories of hatred and fear."
Trying to think of a way to one-up her.
Good luck.
I
Take the elf.
but I want to one-up her. She
I think you need to go more bravado than her if you want to one up for her.
like, is there something?
You have to beat babe of battle, brutality, benevolence, and beauty.
I need I'm not even trying to find something to say. I think I want to try to figure out something to do. It's okay.
She's currently leaning against your arm. She put it on her back herself. Without it, she would fall.
But I don't want to ruin the performance. That would be too much of a bad sport. I'm trying to one-up her in her own game. What would be dramatic?
Should I put your theme song?
No, it wouldn't. It's just one thing. I'm trying to think of something to do before he leaves. Oh, I don't think there's anything. I think I needed prep time if I want to try to one-up her.
What are Mavis and Rayla doing as Andre gets dragged along in the dance of the Thrina Drusilia Moonwhisper, his image, his self twisting as she sees fit, convincing not only the audience, but maybe even Andre Timmer himself.
Mavis at some point when I guess Andre was staring where they are. I'm assuming she went to back of the crowd.
Mhm.
She's gonna give him a thumbs up, yeah, believe in you.
Mhm.
Rayla's just watching. She's completely into the performance.
Through it, Rayla, you hear Mira's voice. She gasps, "Huh? Rayla, does that mean we can start calling Andre Babe now?"
Yes, you
Mira.
can. I just don't think we should.
He's taken so many L's today. I can't let him take another, but I think that's all I can do.
No, send it back to her to be
Ow.
off I go into whatever, and forever keeping in mind that one step off of whatever path to goodness and shit.
I think it's...
The Thrina Drusilia Moonwhisper will be right behind me.
You turned the bat back to her.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
I just had a terrible idea. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna do it though. Oh,
again, the only actual way my brain thought of to deal with this would make this a very different way.
Time passes slowly for you now, Andre Timmer. Seconds seem to stretch like hours.
Adrenaline.
yeah, the only thing I can think to do. I don't think I have the strength to do it.
Try it.
And yet
Is
you
it
must,
flirting?
if you hope to
What?
face
Because-
an opponent such as Bethrina.
Yeah, 'cause I was
Lucilia,
thinking-
Moonwhisper.
Here's what my thought process was. I was like, okay, if I need to one up her, it's something dramatic. And then I was like, I got to the whole thing of she writes basically fan fiction. So I was like, what is the most fan fiction thing I could do right now?
You are currently like inches away.
That's
from
what
her.
I was
Like,
thinking.
you
It's
have
like,
That's why
yeah,
I'm
I was
like-
like, if he just
He
kissed
has
her and then
both of
walked
them.
away, I think that's the best thing he could do.
You could.
Yeah, I don't think she
Oh.
would expect it.
But is it okay?
I don't know.
You do know, Double.
Yeah,
You
I
know.
do. I just don't want to accept it. It's dramatic, so she would.
Exactly. It's
Ugh.
very dramatic.
Anything, dude, anything for a good story.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude,
I think that's it.
I'm like, Mavis watching this jaw drop, like, what is happening?
Yeah.
If I was in this audience, if it was me, I would have started shipping you guys like 5 minutes ago. So this would make sense.
Yeah.
I think out of sheer like, I think her putting her finger up to his mouth was enough to get him to be angry enough to go like, oh, if you want to play like that, he's gonna do it. He's gonna lean in, kiss her, and then do like, do you know when you like spin someone off a little bit, like in that like kind of slow dancing? He's gonna do that, and then
You
without
lean
a,
in. Let's do everything one thing at a time now.
it
though.
just,
Shit,
I
she's
can't.
gonna respond.
No, I thought it would be it. I was gonna try to leave.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta
Sorry,
get
I'll
in-
help now. Hold on.
As you lean in for a kiss, Andre Timmer, you find her initially clearly surprised. She eyes you, her eyes wide open. After just a moment, your own arm moves away as she bats it. She now stands only on the tippy toes, an act of incredible balance. And she pulls on your coat, bringing you in deeper as her second hand goes behind your head, and she
I wasn't.
furthers the kiss.
I didn't anticipate this. Hold on, I have one more thing. I need to see what.
Like,
Wait, what are
I
the?
feel like said something along the lines of, and let it be known or something like that if I were to stray, that it'd be to your life, to you, my life would be forfeit or something like that.
Yeah, you have to like give yourself up here.
Bro,
You have to.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That was my plan to say that. You can do it, Double. That's a good line.
So if you say it, you're literally like, I'm doing this for you.
Yeah, you're declaring yourself for her. Do you know how romantic that is?
Okay, but that's
I-
getting.
I will be good simply because you want me to.
Oh,
If I was in the audience, oh my god.
I'm getting
Good
stabbed.
PR.
You guys are
You're-
stabbing me, but it's like I don't think I have any other way I could do this.
You already chose this angle. You have to lean into it.
Yeah, I have to. I shouldn't
You
have
can't
done this to
lose
myself.
now.
I can't. Yeah, I can't lose now. I can't. After
We're
he
smart.
initiated. Okay. I need to formulate.
I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
I need to formulate what he's gonna say. I can't believe
Let's
this.
give Double a bit of time.
I
to
didn't realize.
find
I
out.
thought it would be enough. I thought it would be enough.
Double.
She's
I
too
was-
powerful.
But
I was prepared. You were not prepared
was
for how
not.
much of an opponent Bethrina Lucilia Moonwhisper is.
okay. I think what I'm gonna do, I need to format what I'm gonna say, and then I think he's gonna use Misty Step.
Ooh.
Because it's only verbal.
She's tongue kissing you right
That's
now.
the problem.
That's yeah,
Whoa.
that's the only way to neutralize a wizard completely.
She's
Sloppily
doing
making
the
out.
thing. She's doing the Tumblr
She's
post, bro. She
doing-
is fan fiction.
She's got your arms, she's got your tongue. You are not escaping your wizard
She's
board.
so cool.
I hate this,
I would devote myself to her, like as a religion.
but I can't. I can't lose now. I
You
can't.
can. You can, Yash, do it.
I don't know how you win this double. I won't lie. Her deepening the kiss really fucked you over.
It
I won't
really
lie.
did.
You fool.
Was it like a move?
Your mistake was trying to one-up
That was-
Bethrina
that was- yeah.
Drusilia Moon Whisper.
Why did I try to one up someone when improv is their thing?
Yeah.
Evil is true.
I mean,
I
we
feel
play
like-
D&D. It should also be your thing, kind of.
Yeah, I think the best I can do is try to, one up her one more time and then Misty Step so she cannot initiate.
You have to run away.
Yeah.
She's too powerful. She doesn't even have a level. She is not
She
leveled.
Ugh, I can't lose this. I can't.
Wait, what are you gonna do?
I think
Let it be a surprise. Let it be a surprise.
I think I know. Like I can only do, since I'm such at a loss, I have to do what Daria suggested. I think that's
I feel like that's the only thing I could think of because you kind of have to like.
There's one more thing I think that could work. One more thing. And I think that one would be the way you win. You have a plan for escape. There is only one way you can win.
I couldn't think of a way I could win. I don't see it.
Mm. Oh,
Do you have to make her-
Wait, I'm
I'm sorry.
back. Has it happened?
No,
No.
I've been waiting
I'm
for
still
you.
trying to
Go
think
ahead,
of something.
Double.
Ugh.
As you leaned in for a kiss, you found the tables turning on yourself. Bethrina Drusilia Moon Whisper, batting away the only arm that was supporting her up. Now stood only on the tippy toes and used a single one of her arms to pull you down, deepening the kiss, a hand against the back of your head. As you make out the sloppiest you've ever made out in your entire life.
Do you know what's the worst thing? This is Andre's first kiss. He wasted it on trying to one up her.
Mhm.
Cover face, and say the line.
Okay, fine. He will kind of lean away a bit. No. I may not take an L. Like, you know what? I'm fine with at least not taking an L. He
Do a
will
double.
lean away a bit and just say, I do this not just for myself. I do it for you. And with that, he's going to cast Misty Step. And for this, I think to flavor it, it's kind of like a I'm trying to think of like a direct comparison. It's kind of like almost like a puff of like kind of ember that like hangs in the air, like from where he was.
As you misty step away, everyone else sees yet another feat of incredible agility. As you let go of Bethrina Drusilia Moon Whisper's support, you see her jump quickly, arcing over your embers, and a delightful, slow flip that has her land her back against the audience. Both of her arms are stretched to the sides, delicately, her fingertips slightly raised above her hands. She bows her head away from you. Then go, oh, Prince of Despair and Devotion. And may we meet again once the road has been bettered by your steps and yours alone, though they will not remain as such.
He's already walking away, just turned away, just internally seething like, she's just too good.
You make your way away. The audience seems to be more favorable to you now. You hear a couple people clapping, The piano, after a few moments, stops. And if you look back at all, you can see both Bethrina Drusilia Moonwhisper and her acolyte bowing to the audience. And that is the end of the session.
Dang it.
Wait. Can I just have one line real quick?
Yeah.
Was that art?
I don't. That was beautiful.
I will never
You can
recover
talk
from
about it
this.
if you want. Yeah. You can
It's only
totally
as awkward as you make it, Double.
No, I said Andre, like, just in Andre's
Okay.
mind, he's like, I will never, like, professionally recover from this.
We have to wait. Someone has to one up the kiss somewhere in the campaign, though.
How?
I don't know.
This isn't.
I'm saying the drama of the kiss.
There's two moments I can think of, but like in sheer drama, you're gonna have to work. Also, I have to confess, I think it was Tuesday. On Tuesday, I got the idea for this last encounter, and I thought it was so unbelievably evil and inescapable. I saw that the Yash and Dippy were in VC. I joined it just to tell them I need you guys to be my footprints in the sand for this. This is planned. I am viciously targeting someone for this.
Ugh.
And I remember you being like, "They're totally gonna walk into it," and I was like, at first I was like, "It has to be Double. He'll get himself in situations."
You see, he walked into it.
I was just
You really
curious.
He literally
I
walked it.
didn't,
He chose it.
I didn't think
he
it'd
I
turn
knew
out
he would.
that way. Okay.
Listen, the great thing about Double is that I can make an entire plan that hinges on him making the decision I hope he will, and I know he will.
Like, you can't just
Double
put that
is
in front of me.
reliable like that. Yeah.
Like, after the thing we saw last time, that was hilarious. I had to see what she made this time. It's been a day. Like, I had to.
It was good. No, it's funny.
It was really good.
I just didn't
was
think
good.
it would turn into that, and I was like, I need to find some way to, like, so that Andre didn't take L's the entire time.